Hello, I'm Chris Fenton with the Fenton Group of LePage, and I'm here to give you a real estate market update for the Alberni Valley for May 2021. And usually in these market updates, I give some sort of anecdote. I'm not really sure what to say. The market is an extremely strong seller's market. I think everybody is at this point pretty well aware of that. It's been pretty well covered in the news media. Um, Almost all of my listings are going into multiple offer scenarios and selling above listing price at this point, and have been for the last several months. So it's crazy out there. It's hard for buyers to find homes. They're competing with many other buyers to purchase homes, and with sellers, it's all about strategizing how to get your house on the market, get the most money, but then get enough time to find a house to buy if that's what you're doing. So it's an interesting time. It's a difficult time in a lot of ways, but I wanted to look at the real estate market stats for you for the Alberni Valley, and we have enough stats at this point to really look year to date 2021 and compare it to 2020 and see how things are shaking out. And I thought that would be interesting to do. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and you should be seeing a cover screen for us. And I'll jump into the year-to-date stats. So these are the greater Alberni Valley. So that includes Port Alberni, Sprout Lake, Beaver Creek, Cherry Creek. So the entire Alberni Valley. And it's year-to-date stats. So it says 2021, 2020 year-to-date stats. So for our purposes, that's January 1st to May 15th this year compared to last year. And I want to point out it excludes waterfront homes. So we try to keep this as apples to apples as possible. So this year there have been 153 listings come on the market compared to 140 last year. So it would seem at first blush that the inventory is going up. But we have to remember that that first 5 months of last year included March and April, where we were largely locked down and the real estate market basically came to a halt. So I think in the grand scheme of things, the inventory is still probably down in a way from last year, even though the actual numbers are up. Homes sold, 104 homes sold this year compared to 84 last year. So while there is a lack of inventory, homes are still selling and sales are up. But again, we have to remember that there weren't a lot of sales going on all of March and part of April last year. Looking at the average listing price in the greater Alberni Valley is $142,831 compared to the $384 last year. And the average sale price is $445 compared to $373,000 last year. And I think that's about right. I think that's about how much the average house has increased in value over the last 12 months. It has been unprecedented increases in value. Interestingly, of course, the average home in the Alberni Valley this year has sold above the asking price. That's the average home has sold about $3,000 above the asking price. And last year, of course, they were selling about $10,000 below asking price, which is usually fairly typical in the Alberni Valley. Average days on the market this year is 29 compared to 54 last year. So that is the stats for the Alberni Valley. It'll be interesting to see how the year plays out, what will happen from here. You know, at this point, it's anybody's guess. The market is going strong at this point. More and more listings are coming on the market, which is probably a good thing, as we, I think, need to get into a balanced market at some point. But those are the facts. Those are the real estate markets for the year. If you for the year to date, if you have any questions or you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, or shoot us an email at info@thefentongroup.ca, or you can always give us a call. We'd love to talk about real estate. Thanks. We'll see you next time.